साथ साथ में मंत्र चैंटिंग कीजिए। ओम से उच्चारण शुरू करते हैं।
Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranata Kleshanashaye Govindaye Namo Namaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiyo Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiya Mamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrasham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Sadgurum Tam Namami. Sadgurum Tam Namami. Adorations to the Divine Preceptor, who is the bliss of Brahman, the giver of supreme joy, the embodiment of pure consciousness, beyond the pairs of opposites, vast like the ether, infinite, eternal, beyond all modifications. To that divine Guru we offer our adorations. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Our humble Sashtang pranams at the holy lotus feet of Pujya Gurudev, Pujya Shri Swami JyotirmayAnanda Ji Maharaj of Miami, Florida. Our Param Gurudev, Pujya Shri Swami Sivananda Ji Maharaj of Divine Life Society, Rishikesh, India. Jagat Guru, the world teacher, Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya Ji, in the entire lineage of Gurus, our humble Sashtang pranams. Our pranams to saints and sages of all religions. Pranams to Acharya Jis, Shastri Jis, Pandit Jis, Brahman Devata. प्रिय प्रिय भक्त जन, आप सबको हृदय से प्रेम भरा आत्म प्रणाम. Our humble divine love light, healing bliss prosperity to each one of you and your near and dear ones. May this blessing, the blessings of this Satsanga of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, reach each and everyone in the entire universe. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kashchit dukha bhag bhavet. May all be happy, may all be healthy, may all be in bliss, may all be protected, may all have food, may all have water, pure water, and may all have clothing, shelter. May all know God, one and only one God, many paths to reach a destination. Some are easier, some are difficult. But they all reach that destination despite they take different highways, some take freeways, some take ground streets where they have to stop and go, stop and go. So may all reach there. Some may take more time than others. May all be blessed to know God and eventually reach God, our real home. Let's thank Mother Earth. पांच तत्व का बना है ये शरीर. This body is made up of the 5 elements. And everything in the world exists because of these 5 base elements. And let us thank that element because it is in our body and also it is outside, everywhere. Everywhere you see, it's there. That is how God exists. Within us and also outside, everywhere. Kana kana mein Prabhu baste hai. So let's thank Mother Earth. धरती माँ को प्रणाम करते हुए, धन्यवाद देते हुए, eternally who produces so much, who gives us, despite we dig, we walk on it, no matter what, still the Mother Earth gives and gives and gives. We dig it to get water from there. We dig it to produce, to plant seeds, to plant trees that gives us fruits, vegetables. So we thank Mother Earth. Thank you, Ma. May there be harmony in the earth outside and the earth within this body. So much, all this you see as muscles and bones, it's earth, dirt. Water element, Ma Ganga, Dhanya ho. Thank you, Ma Ganga. The fire element at our naval center that helps us digest our food and gives us energy in this body, in the entire, each and every cell, and energy outside. Agni Devata, aapko pranam hai, dhanyavad hai. Air element at our heart center. Vayu Devata, thank you. May there be harmony within our body and outside. The calmness, the cool breeze that we feel is also within us. Thank you. And then the ether at our throat level, voice box, that's how we talk. Vishuddhi chakra. Thank you. Akasha. It's within us and also outside. The vibrations we feel. Thank you. May there be harmony within us and in the outside world, in the universe, and in every individual. May there be harmony of all these 5 elements so we can have the excellent health, excellent energy. And may we share that with others, purified ones. How do we purify that? With japa and tapa, Satsanga, Swadhyay, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, and a little bit of exercise, Hatha Yoga. May there be harmony in all the yogas, and may we perform those actions. Thought, word, and deed may all be in harmony with God. Take the name of God and then do service. Even if you are serving your community or you serving yourself, that you are serving God within you. With this, may we all bring that effulgence of light within us and have our Ishta Devatas within our heart, in the cave of our heart, so that there is bliss, effulgence of light, energy, and offer that prayers, offer flowers, do abhishekam, everything within your heart. And then let that effulgence of light and bliss and peace and compassion and love reach each and everyone in the entire universe. It's not only for you, because God has given you to spread it out and also share the knowledge you gain. That becomes satsanga, and you are eternally blessed for doing that. Hari Om Tat Sat. Divyatman, all of you who are present here, welcome. All of you present online, welcome. आप सबको अभिनंदन है. प्रेम भरा आत्म प्रणाम. बारंबार अभिनंदन. Take the names of your near and dear ones, of your loved ones, no matter how far they are physically. If you take their names, they are here with you and receiving the blessings. And during this Shravan Adhik Mas, I explained better last Sunday, not month. So it started this month on July 3rd. Just the next day after Guru Purnima and Ekadashi. It will last till end of August, August 31st, for 2 months after many years, because Adhik Mas is in between this Shravan Mas, very important for each one of you. Today, those of you who are listening, who are here, and those online, you are eternally blessed. You are not here only by chance. You are here because you have done enough of that punyas, enough of that past janam, past lives, karmas, to be here during this month, very auspicious. Lord Shiva is prayed because Lord Narayana, Devasheni Ekadashi ke samay, when that happened, Lord Narayana went into Samadhi. So Lord Shiva is taking care of all his duties also. So pray to Lord Shiva, at least Om Namah Shivaya. Om, chant along with me. Om Namah Shivaya. So keep chanting. मुख में राम नाम, हाथ में काम. मुख में ओम नमः शिवाय, हाथ में काम. No excuses. I have too much to do. I have too much to go here, there. No excuses, because your mind, mental focus should be at the lotus feet of your Isht. And don't think if I take Ram's name, then Lord Shiva will get angry. No. God is one, different forms, different names, all one. So, जो मन में भाए, उन्हीं का नाम जप. जपा जपा जपा, नाम स्मरण, नाम स्मरण, नाम स्मरण. हम संत यही बता सकते हैं आपको. अपना जीवन को उद्धार कर लो. You can be self-realized. मुक्ति पा सकते हो इसी जन्म में, लेकिन मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. और those of you who are interested, since this Shravan Mas, I am chanting Shri Shiva Purana. And I'm not going on Facebook Live, but I'm recording and posting it on WhatsApp. If any one of you are Shiva Bhakta, you must listen to Sri Shiva Purana. If you are interested, talk to Sri Julie ji. She can help you out with that, how to reach there, and she can give you, it's already 15th day today, or I think 16th. So she can forward you all other past ones. Take your time to read and then, listen, and then you can catch on. So that's a big blessing. I will read Swamiji's inspiration. Gurudev, thank you for all the knowledge you have bestowed upon us, that we are reaching out to each and every one who is interested. 2 कदम बढ़ते भगवान के तरफ, भगवान हमारे तरफ 100 कदम बढ़ाते हैं. That's how it is. But we have to initiate. And an intellectual work lacking inspiration presents a dreary and tiresome perspective of life. It cannot become an uplifting force for humanity. That is why so many philosophical works of great intellectuals are merely of academic value. People cannot find inspiration and deeper fulfillment in them. I think I read this last Sunday, sorry. So these points are important for developing and promoting inspiration in one's life. So note down these points. The first one, I'll read the first one today and then next one next week. So the first one is, take recourse to Satsanga. Did you think it would be Satsanga? No. So take recourse to Satsanga, or good association. Association with the truth, what you are doing right now. And what is the truth? God is the truth. When we take God's name, we are associating with the truth, the ultimate truth. Associate with inspiring personalities. When you come to the temple, you meet similar-minded people. And that is, again, another inspiration. And associate with inspiring personalities. Study inspiring literature. That's what you are doing now, right? Uplift yourself, uplift your soul. So, I will end with these words. We give too much food to our body and senses. Don't we do that? I want to eat this, I want to eat that, I want to eat this, I want to eat that. You having your breakfast, then you say, what is for lunch? You having your lunch, then you say, what is for dinner? What will you cook tomorrow? What we will have tomorrow? Planning is done for so long. So now, give food for your soul also. And how do we give food to our souls? How do we uplift our souls? We have to nourish our soul also. Otherwise, taking human birth is of no value. We are still evaluated almost at the level of all other species. So giving upliftment to your souls is, or nourishing your soul is, attain satsanga. Do karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, dhyana yoga, hatha yoga. Yoga is yujya, uniting with the Lord. And do swadhyaya, read literature. You may, so much facilities available now. In English also, if you can't read Hindi. So read those, what you are doing now. Listen, read, listen, see. All these are nourishing your soul. And this is the real wealth. The real value, the real wealth that will go with you. This body will shed, even a needle won't go with you. Left here. But what you are doing now, what you're getting into your ears, what you're seeing through your eyes when you read the literature,
that's going to be with you. Selfless service, कर्म योग, ज्ञान योग, भक्ति योग. इतना छोटा बच्चा आज हमको मिले. देखो कितना सेवा कर रहे हैं. गुरुद्वारा में करे, मंदिर में आए. कौन ये? ओल्ड सोल है. Physical body is young, but old soul. Look at him. He's come to do seva. How many of us take our time to do seva at a temple or gurudwara or a church? क्या शॉपिंग करना है, क्या पार्टी में जाना है, क्या वहां जाना है, शादी में जाना, क्या बनाना, ये मिठाई वो मिठाई, ये इतना भंडारा. क्या होता? मलमूत्र से निकल जाता. लेकिन ये बटोरते हो, ये साथ जाएगा. मुझको गूज़बम्स होता ये बोलने को. अगर हम संत नहीं बोलेंगे तो कौन बोलेगा? कौन सिखाएगा, कौन बताएगा? लेकिन बताना काम है. मुट्ठी भर लोग आकर सुनते हैं. वही जो कौन है? Those who deserve it. आदर्श तो लगे हैं बेचारे, भटके हुए हैं, क्या करें? प्रार्थना है कि कोई भटके नहीं. हरि ओम तत्सत. समय कम है, कीर्तन करते हैं. आप सब जुड़ जाइए हमारे साथ.
गीता के ज्ञान से पहले आवश्यक है थोड़ा भक्ति रस निकालें, अंदर से भक्ति जागे, ताकि फिर हम ये भगवान कृष्ण का ज्ञान भी पचा सकें. हरि ओम.
सब पचा ही नहीं सकते हैं.
जय गणेश जय गणेश
जय गणेश पाहि मां. श्री गणेश श्री गणेश श्री गणेश रक्ष मां. शरवण भव शरवण भव शरवण भव पाहि मां. कार्तिकेय 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 रक्ष मां. जय सरस्वती जय सरस्वती जय सरस्वती पाहि मां. श्री सरस्वती श्री सरस्वती श्री सरस्वती रक्ष मां. गुरु शिव गुरु हरि गुरु राम. जगद गुरु परम गुरु सद्गुरु श्याम. आदि गुरु अद्वैत गुरु आनंद गुरु ओम. चिद गुरु चिद घन गुरु चिन्मय गुरु ओम. जगद गुरु ओम गुरु सच्चिदानंदा. शंकराचार्य शिवानंदा ज्योतिर्मयानंदा. ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय. शिव 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 शिवाय नमः. ओम हर 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 नमः शिवाय. ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ओम नमो भगवते रामचंद्राय. हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे. आंजनेय 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 पाहि मां. हनुमंता 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 रक्ष मां. ओम शक्ति पाहि मां. ब्रह्मा शक्ति विष्णु शक्ति शिव शक्ति रक्ष मां. आदि शक्ति महाशक्ति पराशक्ति पाहि मां. इच्छा शक्ति क्रिया शक्ति ज्ञान शक्ति रक्ष मां. गंगा रानी पाहि मां. भागीरथी 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 रक्ष मां. हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि 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 ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि 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 ओम. ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम.
शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम शांति ओम।
वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंस चाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी
परमानन्दम् श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः।
हमारा दंडवत प्रणाम है उस ब्रह्मांडीय ईश्वरीय शक्ति को, हमारे परम पूज्य गुरुदेव स्वामी ज्योतिर्मयानंद जी महाराज को, सब साधु संतों को, ऋषियों मुनियों को, हमारे पवित्र ग्रंथों शास्त्रों को, सब तीर्थ स्थानों को और आप सब में विद्यमान परमेश्वर को। Our humble prostrations to the all-pervading Brahman, to our worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayananda Ji Maharaj, to all sages and saints, all the scriptures, all the pilgrimage centers, all the religions, and to the divinity in every one of you, either present here with us or listening to us online. Divine blessings, as Swami Lalita Priyananda Ji just said, this is auspicious time, this month of July and August. Otherwise, to pray to God every time is auspicious. No special permission needed. सब शुभ है, मंगल है, लेकिन ये अधिक मास चल रहा है तो इसमें अधिक प्रार्थना, पूजा, जप, तप जितना करेंगे उतना आप ही का कल्याण होता है. Because this comes once every 3 years, 34 months or something. So, with that prayer, let us start our Bhagavad Gita Jnana Yajna, which has been continuing uninterruptedly for many years, and today we are continuing chapter 8, which is also known as Akshar Brahma Yoga. Every shloka of Bhagavad Gita is as deep as the ocean. समुद्र की गहराई हर श्लोक में है. तो ये गीता कभी भी आप नहीं बोलेंगे हमने गीता पढ़ लिया, चाहे आप जितना मर्जी पढ़ें. Even if you have read it 20 times, every time you read it, a new meaning, a new introspection, a new insight will come. एक नया आभास आपको होगा, क्योंकि इतना गूढ़ ज्ञान है कि इसको समझने के लिए हमें ये जीवन बहुत छोटा है. This earthly life we get, even if we are very lucky we live to 100, it's nothing in the ocean of eternity जो चलता जा रहा है जीवन में. तो हम 21 नंबर श्लोक से शुरू करेंगे. 21 श्लोका नंबर 21. As you know, we are studying this knowledge of the divine, जो भगवान कृष्ण ने अर्जुन को ज्ञान दिया है.
Chapter 8, श्लोका 21.
Chapter 8, श्लोका 21. Those who have the Bhagavad Gita and want to follow it from the book, it's chapter 8, shloka 21. Chapter 8 means Akshar Brahma Yoga. Every chapter teaches you, हर श्लोक के हर अध्याय में भगवान से जुड़ा कैसे जाए ये सिखाया जाता है. How to connect with God, what is the implication of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. It tastes like honey. That's why they call it Bhagavad Mad. मद का मतलब
honey.
श्रीमद जो भी चीज ऑस्पिशियस होती है, श्री 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 महालक्ष्मी, श्री हनुमान, ऐसे ऑस्पिशियस. तो इट्स एन ऑस्पिशियस थिंग. श्लोका नंबर 21. लॉर्ड कृष्णा इज कंटिन्यूइंग टू गिव ज्ञान. व्हाट इज ज्ञान? टू रिमूव इग्नोरेंस इज नोन एज ज्ञान. जो हमारे अज्ञान को मिटा दे वही ज्ञान है, वरना हम अज्ञानी ही रहेंगे. चाहे कितना मर्जी पढ़ाई कर लें, कितने मर्जी बड़े बड़े घर खरीद लें, सब कुछ कर लें, क्योंकि ये सब संसार के चक्र है. दिस इज ऑल अ साइकिल ऑफ लाइफ. वी कम एंड गो, वी आर बोर्न अगेन एंड वी कंटिन्यू परपेचुअली. सो व्हाट हेल्प्स अस is our connection with God. That is why it's called yoga. It comes from the letter yuj. Yuj means take your atma and connect it to Paramatma, the atma of everybody, Bhagwan. So Bhagwan धीरे धीरे अर्जुन का मोह नष्ट कर रहे हैं. Arjuna is attached. We are also attached, isn't it? I like my car, I like my job, I like my family, I like my wife. my kids, my clothes, my diamond ring, nothing ends, nothing ends, चलता रहेगा ये। तो इसको कैसे आप धीरे धीरे करेंगे? The more you go into the philosophy, spirituality and philosophy are interrelated, अलग अलग नहीं है। हमें बहुत ज्यादा रिचुअल्स, गीता में कहीं कुछ रिचुअल्स नहीं है। भगवान बताते हैं जस्ट कम विद मी विद अ प्योर हार्ट, देन व्हाट विल हैपन, आपका घर आश्रम बन जाएगा और आपका शरीर मंदिर बन जाएगा। शरीरम मंदिरम, your body itself will become a temple and where you live will become an ashram. Whoever comes will find peace, but you have to live that life. आपको वो जीवन जीना होगा। हिपोक्रेटिकली नहीं होता कि हम अच्छे अच्छे कपड़े पहन लें, अंदर से कुछ और सोचें, बोले कुछ और, करें कुछ और, तब ये शांति कैसे आएगी? How will you find peace? Peace will only come when you have a quality called arjavam. Arjavam भगवान कृष्ण यूज करते हैं इन सिंप्लिसिटी। Have you ever seen children 2-year-old, 3-year-old? कितना इनोसेंस रहता है। Their kids जो भी बोलते हैं, जो भी करते हैं, उसमें एक शुद्धता है। They don't have any preconceived ideas. ऊपर से हंसते हैं, अंदर से दुखी, ऐसा नहीं। बड़े लोग ऐसा करते हैं, छोटे बच्चों में वो कुछ भाव नहीं है। They are innocent. तो यहाँ पर that is what Arjuna is, God is trying to tell Arjuna, unlearn what you have learned. We come to the temple to do what? To unlearn all the things we have learned. पहले छोटे होते हो आपको बोलते हैं ये करो, नो ऐसे नहीं, वैसे नहीं, ऐसे जीवन में जीना सीखो, माइंड दाइन। But as you grow, you question and say what? So we come to the temple to learn the real knowledge. तो भगवान बताते हैं इस श्लोक में कि अक्षर ब्रह्म योग मेरे पास कैसे आओ? Eventually, whether it's an ant or an elephant or a human being or a plant, it will all, it's born, it grows, and then it extinguishes, isn't it? Everybody. इसमें कुछ भी फर्क नहीं है, क्योंकि सब में चेतना शक्ति है। जिस भी चीज में चेतना शक्ति है, it moves around, it walks, it will grow, it will get old, and the cycle will continue. The Atma inside you, nothing happens to it, nothing at all. You imagine, even right now, you close your eyes, you will have some memories of what you did when you were 4 years old, 5 years old, you did this, you did. अभी तक आपने, तो वो कौन है? Who is the one telling you of that? You had a good sleep? You were sleeping? Who told you you had a good sleep? How do you know? उसको पहचानो, वो आपकी आत्मा है, वो बोलती नहीं। It doesn't, you have to subtly understand the depth of what the consciousness is. We call it the spirit, we call it the Atma, we call it God, we call it Tripti, peace, whatever. God doesn't mind. All these are names. तो भगवान को, अर्जुन को अब समझ आ रहा है धीरे 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 कि इसमें भगवान सिखाएंगे हमें कि मरने के बाद क्या होता है। ये after all, why do these things? We do पिंड दान when somebody passes away. हम 13 दिन का सनातन क्रिया करते हैं, गीता पढ़ते हैं। After all, why? Because God is saying the soul's journey continues. वो खत्म नहीं हो जाता। Simple example, when a branch of a tree breaks, is a tree. Tree के अंदर हर सीजन में फल लगते हैं, फूल लगते हैं। सर्दी में, in the cold season, nothing, not even one leaf, everything is just totally bereft. ठंड में सहता रहता है। फिर ऋतु आती है, बसंत ऋतु, spring comes, again you see all the leaves, everything is growing, fruits come, everything comes. Suppose a branch breaks. Branch breaks, did the tree break? Did anything happen to the tree? No.
See, the sound is not very.
Nothing happened to the tree.
Is it on? Lapya? Can you
Okay. I think that was the issue. So nothing happens to the tree at all. The tree is your Atma. The branch is your present life. A branch broke, so what? The tree is fine, isn't it? Another branch will break and another. तो ऐसे हर शरीर में हमारी ये छोटी छोटी ब्रांचेस टूटेंगी, लेकिन शरीर में जो आत्मा है वो आपका मेन ट्रंक है, उसको कुछ नहीं हुआ, रूट्स नीचे हैं। तो विद दैट ज्ञान लॉर्ड इज गाइडिंग, ही सेज अव्यक्तो अक्षर इत्युक्तस्तमाहु परमां गतिम्
यम प्राप्य न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम।
The unmanifest being is called the imperishable, which the scriptures, declare as the supreme goal. That is my highest abode, reaching which one does not return to the world again. Mukti, liberation. हिंदी में, जो अव्यक्त अक्षर नॉन डिस्ट्रक्टिबल इस नाम से कहा गया है, उसी अक्षर नामक अव्यक्त भाव को परम गति कहते हैं, तथा जिस सनातन अव्यक्त भाव को प्राप्त होकर मनुष्य वापस नहीं आते, वह मेरा परम धाम है। हरि ओम।
सो वेरी डीप श्लोका।
Very
इसको अगर
deep.
हम समझेंगे तो भगवान क्या बता रहे हैं? What is God guiding us? That there are two kinds of people. One who will keep reincarnating. एक तो वो तरीके के लोग हैं जो जन्म मृत्यु के चक्र में पड़े रहेंगे, कभी ऊंचा जाएंगे कभी नीचा. Sometimes they'll go up and down just like rice boiling in a boiling kettle. You see the rice going up and down, then you eventually pick and see अभी कच्चा है, अभी पक गया है ना. ऐसे ही there are different levels of people and some will come back and some will not come back. So here God is saying why. He is giving you the reasoning कि क्यों नहीं आएंगे, कि जो अव्यक्त और अक्षर नाम से अभिहित है. अव्यक्त means something you cannot express. Everything through voice you can express, through your body, language, actions आप बताते हैं, लेकिन जो आंख से दिखे नहीं, you cannot see with your eyes, you cannot hear with your ears, you cannot taste with your tongue, you cannot smell it with your nostrils, you cannot touch it with your skin. ऐसी वस्तु है जिसको आप देख नहीं सकते, सुन नहीं सकते, चख नहीं सकते, सूंघ नहीं सकते और महसूस नहीं कर सकते, वो भगवान है. तभी हमको इतना कष्ट होता है क्योंकि हमारे को यही 5 चीजें पता है. I smell, I touch, I see, I eat, I sleep, I wake up, and days turn into weeks, weeks into months, months into years, years into decades, and finally departure time. That's all will happen. And everything is repetition, isn't it? आप ये तो नहीं बोलते कल खाना खाया था आज नहीं खाते, today I will not eat. You don't say I went to work yesterday, enough, now I don't have to work. You have to go every time. Everything is repetition. So God says, if you have done everything but you have not done your spiritual work, then you have lived for sure. You were दुख सुख में आप जिए हो, बट भगवान बोलते हैं आप एक जानवर की तरह जिए हो. जानवर, पढ़े लिखे जानवर, क्योंकि वो भी मैथुन करते हैं. They reproduce, we reproduce, they eat, we eat, they have kids, we have kids, they sleep, we sleep, they die, we die, they are born, we are born. They fear, we fear also. कुछ फर्क नहीं है. तो फर्क क्या है? What is the difference then? Difference is right now what you are doing, animals don't do. You don't see cows sitting and listening to the big cow. Gita pravachan. They will not understand. You do. When your loved one passes away, you know what to do. You do prayers, you go to Pujari ji, you do all. This is why human body is considered a big blessing, because this is the grand central station. वहां पर सब तरीके की availability है. You can go to hell, you can go to heaven, you can go get liberated, or you can keep coming back again and again in better embodiments or worse embodiments. जैसा कर्म करेगा वैसा फल देगा भगवान. ये है गीता का ज्ञान. ये हम सबको जानते हैं. That is why we are told to do good things, do good, be good, love all, serve all, be an instrument of God. That is why we do that. So he says, वो अव्यक्त है, meaning you cannot see God, you cannot express Him, and He cannot be touched and smelled with the senses. Your senses, ever since you are born, have you ever noticed how everything is outwards? आप देखते बाहर हो, सुनते बाहर से हो, सूंघते बाहर से हो, चखते बाहर से हो, महसूस बाहर से करते हो. Everything, all five things, all your five senses are externally oriented, isn't it? You travel outside, your house bites you, you want to go for vacation, you have everything in the house, but no, I want to go to Switzerland. Why? What is missing? Peace is missing. So you run, you come back, then there also you miss your house, you want to come back. ये सब चलता रहता है. तो भगवान कहते हैं वो इंद्रियां कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट करती हैं आपकी जिंदगी में. These senses are detracting you from your mission of life. They are there to give you confusion. We think that's the only thing we know because that's all you know. That's all you see, that's all you feel, that's all you touch. But God says, none of these are real. Please understand. This is why we need to study these scriptures under qualified guidance. Sometimes we say, dharmo param dharma. Dharma ko follow karna. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. You follow dharma, you are doing the most right thing. And then in the end, Lord Krishna says, Sarva dharmana parityajya mam ekam sharanam vilja. Forget about everything, forget the dharma. Don't leave all that, come to me. So apparently contradictory things, isn't it? In the same Gita only. So if you are intellectually studying, you will say, big problem, Swamiji. Gita is wrong. Here it says do this, here it says do that. It's saying the exact opposite. It's not the opposite. It's your lack of understanding. When you are in second grade, you are only taught 2 plus 2, 4. Anything above that, your mind will not handle. Suppose I give you calculus problems in second grade, what will you do? You will not understand. But when you grow, then you understand. Then you also know infinity. But when you are young, you don't know. तो वही इसीलिए जब हम इनको ग्रंथों को पढ़ें तो we should study them under qualified teachers who know, who have experience, who are dealing with the truth. Otherwise, so many scriptures are at home. सब लोगों के घर में गीता रहता है. जब कोई मरता है, हम निकाल के झाड़ के थोड़ी सी देर देख लेते हैं. पंडित जी बेचारा आता है, बोलता है, चला जाता है, गीता वापस खत्म. No more seeing. It's eating dust every morning. So shake it up. Come, read, understand. Spend 30 minutes with God every day. First appointment, doesn't matter whether you are a CEO or you are a janitor. It doesn't matter. This is God's world. Everybody has a role to play. सबका अपना अपना काम है. अगर दरबान के आगे जो राजा के आगे दरबान नहीं खड़ा रहेगा तो राजा का शोभा खत्म हो जाएगा. Nobody will appreciate his palace. They will say, what kind of a palace? Not even a doorkeeper is outside. So everybody is important. We should never say you are low, you are big, you are higher, I am this, I am that. We are all God's children. Today we are here, tomorrow we will all go, no? Gone. So remember that. So God is here giving you this guidance. ये सर्वव्यापक, सर्वपारगम्य और अंतर्व्याप्त है. तो पर ब्रह्म सर्वोच्च लक्ष्य है. So what is your objective? Somebody asks you, what do you want to do in life? I want to become an accountant. I want to become a CPA. I want to become a doctor. That is for your food, stomach, earning. What do you want to do? What have you come on this earth to do? इस धरती पर क्या करने आए हो? Just to eat, reproduce, buy houses, have kids, and then die? Or is there something deeper than that? And this is what Bhagavad Gita is telling you, that you have to come to touch God. You have the potentiality to touch God in your life, through this body. Uddharet atmanam na atmanam avasadiye. God says, lift up. This is why Swamiji always says, show up and put in the hard work. A guru, so many says, Swamiji, समय नहीं है ना, सिर पे हाथ रखो बस, जल्दी से आशीर्वाद दो 15 मिनट में, बस कुछ कर दो, मेरे लिए मंत्र जाप कर दो बस. या फिर जब कोई दुख आता है, something bad happens, suddenly you start looking at astrologers. Which astrologer is good? मेरा शनि तो नहीं भारी पड़ गया. What is happening? None of that is going to help you. Come to the source, learn. Adversity and prosperity will alternate in your life, isn't it? In everybody's life. देह धरे का दंड है, हर काहू को होए देह धरे का. This body is a punishment. Why is it a punishment? Because otherwise we would have been liberated. in our last life, but we didn't get liberated. So God has given us one more chance. Please go, try to appear again in the examination, see if you pass it. So देह धरे का दंड है. Everybody has to go through it. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, dukkha, doshanudarshanam. God is saying very clearly, birth is painful, death is painful, old age is painful, disease is painful, corona is painful, everything is painful. What is not? And then as we grow old, oh my this hurts, my that hurts, we have to carry this body. तो ये कोई हम आपको दंत कथाएं नहीं सुना रहे हैं. We are not giving you, hypotheticals. We are telling you things that are happening in your daily life to you every single day. Nothing new. That's what. This is why Gita is such a practical scripture. Practical. जैसे आपको गाड़ी जब तक आप चलाना सीख नहीं लेंगे तब तक आपका काम नहीं बनेगा. Isn't it? You don't know how to drive. You have to go to 5 miles across. What will you do? You will depend on your husband or somebody else. But suppose you know how to drive. Now no problem. You can go anywhere. That is what Gita teaches you. It teaches you how to live your life. And also, दोनों हाथ में लड्डू. गणेश जी को देखते हो, दोनों हाथ में लड्डू. मतलब कि you be happy here, and also when you die, you are not worried because you have earned enough merits, enough credits. When you go to college, they will say, oh, show me your grades. What did you do? Okay, yeah, you are fit or you are not fit. And that's what happens in that world also. Actions, every action will have a reaction, you see. तो इससे उच्चतर अन्य किंचित कुछ भी नहीं है. तो God is saying, now if you want to come to my house, tad dhama paramam mama. That is the shloka. We are going to God's residence. When you go to Indra, when you go to heavens, these are junior residences. They are not God's residence. God's residence is where you don't have to ever come back. You are always in bliss. हमेशा परम शांति प्राप्त होती है और आपका कल्याण हो जाता है वहां पर. अर्थात आप भगवान में ही समा जाते हो. यही मतलब है. You go and you are immersed back into God, just like a drop of water going back to the ocean. Rivers going to the ocean, merging into the ocean is called God realization, self-realization, nirvana. जो आप पढ़ते हो, बुद्ध को हुआ, कृष्ण जी को हुआ, ये वो सब. So all that is very much possible for you also. We can also achieve that, and this is why we both took sannyasa from our Guru, because he showed us the way. And once there is a one lit candle, now we can show you the way. एक बारी एक मोमबत्ती जल गया, you can keep on lighting other candles. But suppose that one is also not lit, then nothing else will work. So we have to understand that time is short in this human body. And उठ जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई अब रैन कहाँ जो सोबत है. Oh, what is it, musafir? Traveler. We are all travelers. We don't think we are. Once we buy the house, we say, oh, I own this house. We don't even own our breath. Mind you, how can we own a house? How can we own a car? Do we know how long we are going to live? When will be our last? No. You go to hospitals, you see 5 years old also, sometimes with terminal diseases. Sometimes you go, you say, I'll come back. And then somebody has a car accident, never comes back. So this is what we say, don't waste time, and any day spent without thinking of God is a day wasted in your life. Even if you win a lottery that day, $20 million, but you forgot about God, that is a source of trouble, not going to give you peace and not in alignment with your goal. So God says, that is my house where the senses become useless. ये समस्त प्रकार के सीमित अनुबंधों और आतात्विक गुणों से मुक्त शुद्ध अद्वैत अवस्था है. So God is showing you his house, like we show people, oh, this is Swamiji, this is my kitchen, this is my house, this is where we do, this is where we garage. So this is God's house. God is coming, saying, when you come to me, your eyes, your nose, your this, all this is only for the earth plane. You leave it there. You come to me where you will get immense joy and peace. question for you. When you sleep and you go into deep sleep, what happens? Your eyes are closed, ears are not listening anything, kamre mein bhi andhera hai, dark room, everything, just a little bed you are sleeping on. And how much comfort you get from that sleep? So imagine that comfort being billion times more, because now you are going to the source of that comfort. जहां से ये छोटा छोटा ट्रेलर आपको दिखता है, सुबह उठ के बोलते हो मजा आ गया, बहुत अच्छा सोए. किसको मजा आया? कौन अच्छा सोया? आप तो सो रहे थे. How do you know who slept well? So that is that consciousness in you which is always there. It doesn't change. You were a baby, pocket size edition, it was there. Then you grew up as a child, it was there. Then you grew up into a youth, it is there. Now you are getting old, it is still there. And when you pass away, nothing has lost. Nothing is lost, it continues on. ये भगवान बताते हैं. So this is how you come to my house, because there are no gunas. गुणों से शुद्ध. We live on this earth plane in three gunas: sattva, rajas and tamas. You all know. Sattva being what? Purification. Rajas being activity. Tamas being inertia. So we live in these three gunas, but God is beyond these three gunas. It is called Turiya Tita. Turiya Avastha means the fourth state. Most people only live in three states. That is why we are taught to do meditation. Andar jana sikho. Go within, so you can मन के मंदिर खोल तुझको राम मिलेंगे, भगवान मिलेंगे. वहां पर भगवान का वास है. तो ब्रह्मलोक की प्राप्ति भी इससे गौण है. So then they say, even if you go to Brahma's Lord, Brahma's home, Brahma and Brahm are two very different things. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, creator, sustainer, destroyer. That is part of Ishvara, Brahma. तो ब्रह्मा से सृष्टि बनती है. This whole world systems, the cosmos, the Milky Ways, the planets, the black holes, everything you are seeing in this world, in this galaxy, is all created by who? Brahmaji. Brahmaji, because he is the creator. But Brahma is the source of Brahmaji. He creates Brahma, he creates Shiva, he creates Vishnu. So therefore, from that non-dual self, उस अद्वैत से हम सब बने हैं. Our multiplicity has grown through that non-dualistic principle. Ekam Advait. Advait means non-dual. So that is what merging into God means. That's what spirituality means. That's what reading Bhagavad Gita under proper guidance means. Otherwise we will just read a shlok here, read a shlok there, and that will not help us too much. Go deep into it. सोने को कितना तपना पड़ता है, सोना, gold, for California gold rush, many of you know. So they would go, and out of this big mountain only little bit gold would come. But how much effort was needed to get that little gold? And after that also you shine it, you shake it, you cut it, you polish it, you heat it, you throw acid on it. All kinds of things will happen. But then it shines. You don't want 10 carats, you only want the right gold, you say. तो यहाँ भी भगवान कहते हैं ब्रह्मलोक की प्राप्ति भी गौण है. Even if you suppose you get ब्रह्मलोका, you get Indra, you get all these lokas, they are still considered inferior to union with God. Uniting with God is paramount, सबसे ऊंचा. So God says, aspire high. Don't say oh कुछ भी मिल जाए, whatever happens. No, no, no. You have God within you. You, in a way, are also a Ansh Avatara. Have you heard we say, oh, 10 अवतार हुए? सब जानते हैं ना? पहले मत्स्य अवतार आए, फिर कूर्म अवतार आए, फिर मोहिनी अवतार, फिर ये राम जी आए, कृष्ण. These are all Purna avatars, meaning they are full manifestations of God. But you are also, everyone, you, me, all of us sitting are also Ansha avatars, meaning we have the same radiation of God as God has himself. Think of you and your child. You want your child to succeed, you will share everything with your child. You want him to be successful, more successful than you. If somebody else becomes more successful, you don't like it. The system is rigged. They blocked my promotion, they are wrong. But if your child succeeds, dekho, I want to be called his father of Dr. So and so. You are so proud. Why? Because, and you want to share everything. God also wants that, mind you. Think of God exactly like millions of mothers and fathers combined. एक माँ और एक बाप को हम कितना प्यार करते हैं, सोचो इस धरती पर. तो भगवान is multiplied that by times infinity. So he has not held back anything. He has given you everything he has. But in a small form, because like a small pill, because God is large, he can be very small, he can be in every atom, but we are not God. We are God potential. So please understand, we should not get out of the temple thinking we are gods or we are Anshavtars. We have the potential to become that. Just like out of this mountain there is this little gold. So try to find that gold within you, that peace within you, that potentiality. That is called your consciousness, आपकी आत्मा. उसको जब आप पहचान लेंगे, बाकी सब बेकार है, क्योंकि क्षण भंगुर है. It is here tomorrow, tomorrow it is gone, the body is gone. What happens? The same body that is so respected and revered in the house, the minute it dies, they say, oh, jaldi jaldi bahar nikalo. Don't even bring it home. It's फिर पानी छिड़कते हैं. शुद्ध नहीं. The same person who lived here till this morning, he owned the house, everything. He has made the house impure. Think about it for a minute. That is the reality of this body as soon as the consciousness departs. And yet we forget about that consciousness. What do? Body, 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 body. How many body parts? How many doctors? How many expensive oils and expensive things? Rings, everything. Yet everything is left here only, isn't it? Not even, that's why they say, not even the eye of a broken needle can go with you, isn't it? तो इस बात को ध्यान रखने के लिए Gita teaches you so much bliss and peace, and you start becoming smarter, you become humbler. You may have wealth, but then you use it as a tool to help others. Otherwise, what good will it be? आपकी तिजोरी में बंद रहेगी दौलत, आप तो चले गए, आपके साथ तो कुछ नहीं गया, तो क्या जाएगा? जो काम आप अभी कर रहे हो. Suppose you donate that money, you build a temple, you build an ashram, you help some good cause, you feed the hungry. That is the wealth that will go with you. But if you didn't do anything, then next time. So here God says, वो केवल आत्म साक्षात्कार द्वारा ही मनुष्य संसार से मुक्त हो सकता है. Very deep line. This is why we emphasize it, that each one of us has that potential. Atma Sakshatkar. What is Atma Sakshatkar? Self-realization, knowing that you have an Atma within. We know theoretically we have it, but who has seen it? Because the minute we close our eyes, Swamiji, as soon as we close our eyes, lots of thoughts come in. Of course, you are living in the world of thoughts only. What will happen? Don't think of a monkey, you'll only think of a monkey. That's what will happen. So, therefore, you need to do karat abhyas te jadmati hot sujat. You have to continue to practice. Just like you learned everything in this world also through practice. You learn an instrument, you practice, you become good at it. You do studies, you get good at it. You learn how to drive, you get good at it. Much in the same way, you pick up the spirituality, you will get good. So, Atma Sakshatkar meaning God's grace and for you to see the light of the self. Meaning, Atma, Paramatma. ये दो चीज. तो आत्मा और परमात्मा, आत्मा समुद्र का वही बूंद है और परमात्मा समुद्र है. Think of God as the whole ocean, the entire ocean, and think of your consciousness a drop from that ocean. That's the only difference. Everything else is the same molecule. Like those of you who know chemistry, will say, oh, water is H2O, 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 of oxygen. Now you can look at any part of the ocean, it will be the same H2O, nothing different. So God has also given you the same thing that He has. The whole cosmos resides inside of you. Just like in a seed, in a small seed, what resides? The whole tree resides inside the seed. One little seed. कितना बड़ा वट वृक्ष, पीपल का वृक्ष कितना बड़ा, और उसमें से millions of seeds निकलता है. Isn't it so? Millions. So basically, that is who we are. You start your spirituality as a seed. You give it water. You get sunlight. You remove the weeds What are the weeds? Kam, Krodh, Moh, Lobh, Mad, Matsarya, jealousy, anger, lust, possessions, too much worldly stuff. These are the weeds. So you start removing the weeds. Keep good company, like Swamiji's message was today. Keep good company. Because when you keep good company, it's up to you. आपने अपना उद्धार करना है या पतन करना है, आपके ऊपर है. Nobody can force you. You can take the horse to the pond, therefore they say, but you can't make it drink. You can only say, अच्छा भाई पानी है, मेरे को प्यास नहीं है, अच्छा नमस्कार, हमें भूख नहीं है, अच्छा नमस्ते, ठीक है. So whenever timing is right, so this is what God is saying, that unless you get self-realized, you will continue to rotate in this cycle of the world process. संसार चक्र में हम घूमते रहेंगे और कोई तरीका नहीं है. There is no other way. So therefore, if you resolve, you say, you know what, it was making sense. What Swamijis were saying makes a lot of sense. I want to learn. That is the journey where you have started, and now you have become an aspirant. Otherwise, we are casual people. We want this boat also, we want that boat also. इसमें भगवान भी बैठे हैं, लेकिन वो संसार भी तो इतना प्यारा है, उसको छोड़ देंगे तो क्या होगा? तो दोनों नाव में हम रहना चाहते हैं, बैलेंस करते रहते हैं. Nothing happens like that. You have to say, when I give myself to God, world is automatically included. Isn't of the world a manifestation of God? It is an avatara of God only. So, but you have to get your priorities straight. We are living in a disinformation world. Not only in information social world, we are actually living in a disinformation in our own minds, thoughts, senses. They're all wrong. They're all false. Fake information. You think I'm the body? Fake. You are not the body. If you were the body, why would you die? You would be the same. Only something that doesn't change is constant. That is only you. Nothing else is you. And out of all you do neti, 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 neti. Not this, not this, not this. Are you the mind? No. Because the mind will also go up and down. Sometimes you're depressed, sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. Sometimes you cry, sometimes you laugh. So the mind also changes. Intellect also changes. So everything around you, so many people die not knowing who they are. True, isn't it? So only those souls who have taken the time to connect with God. And how do they connect with God? Through doing these activities which we are doing right now. Isn't it? Taking time, understanding the glory of Satsanga. You keep good company. When you go into a casino, what do you think? There will be a Gita part going on. No? Gambling, this, that. When you go to a wedding, there we start talking about death and this and that. So you have to choose what is important to you, what is the higher priority for you, and you have to accordingly work it. So moving on to Shloka number 22. So this is what God's residence looks like, and we are getting a ticket to that entry to God's. You need a ticket for everything in life, right? You go to a concert, they'll say, show me the ticket. What do you have? What are your qualifications? You go to a university, will you get admission to a master's program if you're only 8th grade pass? What will they tell you? Go back to school, study, finish your undergrad, first 12th grade, then graduation, then come. So इसी तरीके से भगवान भी हमें बेचारा, भगवान का क्या गलती? He keeps sending us back. You have this opportunity, and then every time we promise to God. When you are in your mother's womb, जब आप अपनी माता के गर्भ में रहते हैं, एक उपनिषद है, उसका नाम है गर्भ उपनिषद. गर्भ. In the womb, how many torments the baby faces? Please read that. Externally, it looks very good. A sonogram, this, that, Lama's classes. What the poor baby is going inside? Mother eats a little hot, it hits him. And he is in a little confined space, telling God, God, कहाँ फंसा दिया? अब जैसे ही आप बाहर निकालोगे, the minute I come out, God, it's only you and me and you. That's it, nothing else. I will not get stuck in this world. Because they say you have your memory at that time. You can think of all the foolish things you have done. You promise to God. आप भगवान को बोलते हो, भगवान आगे से हम ऐसा गलती नहीं करेंगे. वो बाहर आते ही क्या होता है? You cry, the world laughs. Celebrations, laddu, modak, enjoy. And if you don't cry, they will cry. Why isn't he crying? What happened? So therefore, crying is a must, because you have entered the university of life. And then when you die, what happens? You are finally relieved now. शांत मुंह हो जाता है एकदम मृत्यु के बाद. खत्म, बीमारी खत्म, कैंसर खत्म, जो भी था दिक्कत था, whatever is gone, and everybody else is crying. So the world is counterintuitive. उल्टा करेगा, जो भी आप करोगे उससे उल्टा करेगा. तो आप अपना पंख उड़ा के उड़ जाओ. समझ गए? You have the wings, you have the ability to fly. Don't close your eyes like a pigeon seeing the cat and saying, "Oh cat, I don't think I saw you." Close your eyes. The cat has seen you. It will come for you, and if you don't fly away, your closed eyes are not going to help you. What is the flight? Right now what we are doing, Satsanga, we are building the wings, we are learning how to fly, we are learning what God's residence looks like. Why should we do good things? What is spirituality? What is this body? What is, who am I? Ask this question, who am I after all? Who are you? Are you this body, mind, intellect, all that? Gita goes through everything. कुछ नहीं छोड़ती है गीता कि आपको समझ नहीं आए. Every question is answered. But it takes patience and it takes attendance. Automatically it will not happen, which means you are here, you are not somewhere else. You could have been in the mall, you could have been in the wedding, you could have been doing many things, but with God's grace, like Swamiji said, in this auspicious time you came, a big blessing. So then Lord Krishna says, Purushah sah parah partha bhaktya labhyastvananyaya yasyantah sthani bhutani hena sarvamidam tatam.
O Partha Arjuna, that supreme being within whom all beings abide and by whom all this is pervaded is attainable by unswerving devotion to Him alone. हे पार्थ, जिस परमात्मा के अंतर्गत सर्वभूत है और जिस सच्चिदानंद घन परमात्मा से यह समस्त जगत परिपूर्ण है, वह सनातन अव्यक्त परम पुरुष तो अनन्य भक्ति से ही प्राप्त होने योग्य है. हरि ओम तत्सत.
Hari Om Tat Sat. So here God is teaching you like a mother teaches her baby. जब आप चलना सीखते हैं तो माता उंगली पकड़ाती है, फिर गिरने भी देती है, राइट? कि चलो आ जाओ, थोड़ा दूर बैठती है, come, he walks on, then he falls down, he cries, then he gets up again. Suppose you said, no, I've fallen 10 times, now I don't want to do it anymore. You will never walk. You have fallen, gotten up, and your mother gave you encouragement. So here God is giving you encouragement also. How to come to me? First He told you where I live, what I look like, you cannot get me through these senses, isn't it? So then He says, जिस परम पुरुष परमात्मा के द्वारा ये संपूर्ण विश्व व्याप्त है, that God is in every particle, every atom, every grain of sand. God is there. Whether visible or not, it doesn't matter. समस्त प्राणी जिस परम पुरुष में अंतर्व्याप्त हैं, all of us are enveloped in that same God. You call it cosmic consciousness, you call Him peace, you call Him energy, you call Him Jesus, you call Him Krishna, you call Him Hanumanji. Doesn't matter जो आपकी जो श्रद्धा है. Because Bhagwan, when you say God is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, do you know the meaning of that? What is the meaning? He can become anything He wants to anybody He wants. He satisfies you. You like a flower, He will come to you in a flower only. No problem. Problem हमारे दिमाग में है. No, my God is better than your God. My Shiva is better than your Vishnu. In India, Orthodox people, this is Shiva Vishnu temple where we are praying to both. But so many Orthodox people are stuck in these levels. Unfortunate. They are not going to reach God's world, you see. Doesn't matter how much sadhana you do, how many mantras you chant and all that.
Mine and thine.
That is okay. You have to understand the deeper meaning. So here God is saying, samast prani, the whole universe, cosmos. He doesn't say only Indians, only Sanatan Dharma people will qualify, nobody else will not qualify. Not such thing. That is all ignorance, it's foolishness. Anybody who says my dharma is better than everybody else and everybody else will go to hell, only I am going to heaven, is simply deluded. It's not the right answer. And it doesn't even pass common sense. So samast prani jis param purush mein antarvyaapt hain, we are all enveloping in that one God. Ye keval ananya bhakti se hi prapya hota hai. Ananya bhakti meaning totally pure, innocent devotion. Ananya bhakti. What kind of bhakti? Shabri ka naam sune hain? Shabri ka naam. तो शबरी जैसी भक्ति हम सबको लानी होगी. No other choice. We cannot just impress God with $1 or $2 in the aarti thali. He doesn't care. He created the whole cosmos for you. तेरा तुझको अर्पण क्या लागे, मेरा भी put $5, $10. That's fine if we do it. But what God is saying, I need your intense devotion. अनन्य भक्ति क्या होती है? जब आंसू बहना शुरू हो जाए. मतलब when you sit to pray, you don't feel like getting up. You feel like you are being pulled away from your prayer. You feel your eyes are always wet thinking of God. Automatically, you don't have to practice it. It comes. जब ऐसी भक्ति आ जाएगी, उसको बोला जाता है अनन्य. अनन्य मतलब only me, nothing else. I'm not thinking of sales, I'm not thinking of what's happening in the world, I'm not thinking of my work projects, I'm only thinking of God. ठीक है? ये भगवान बताते हैं. तो समस्त प्राणी पुरुष में वास करते हैं. We all are in that area only. So God says, when you do bhakti, lot of people who are jnanis will ask, well, what about jnana? How do we get in? A bhakta will become a jnani will become a bhakta. They all converge and merge at the same mountain peak. एक ही जगह पहुंचते हैं. So therefore there is no difference. A jnani finds God through tattvamasi, thou art that, he sees. And a bhakti says, sarvadam sarvam khalvidam brahma. I see God in everything, he says. So that is what it is. We will start with shloka number 23 on next Sunday. And then God will show us, once we depart from this world, then what does the journey look like? What kind of things we need to do? So as you can see, this is a very profound scripture. और आपके कल्याण के लिए यही एक धन है जो हमें काम में आता है. This is the only wealth. So with this, our time has ended. We will start Bhagavad Gita Maharani Aarti together, and then please have prasadam from us, get blessings from Bhagavad Gita, and we will conclude our satsang for today. It is such a blessing to see more people today. We weren't expecting, but it is good. And if some of you could become regular, that would be very nice. Julie ji, who's the food sponsor? Huh? Okay, so one thing I do want to mention, food for the soul, food for the body. Swami LP was talking for a long time, and soon also we will get food for the body in a few minutes. It is called Mahaprasadam, not food, prasadam. Whenever we come for prayers and we eat, that becomes holy food, sanctified food, blessed food. So otherwise we all have food at home. We come here to do what? To get the blessed food from God. So Dr. Goswami ji and his family has sponsored today, and may God bless them immensely. May God bless everybody who is involved in this temple to create this beautiful prayer place, and may you all get the blessings. So please come to temple more often, especially to get this Jnana Ganga. This is blessing, so Bhakti Jnana, and then and special blessings to the sponsor. So the best way to get Bhakti and to get devoted is to sponsor a puja and invite your family. Everybody gets to that blessing, and you hear Bhagavad Gita. What a beautiful way to celebrate your life, whether it's your anniversary, birthday, or any reason, or just to thank God. Sometimes there has to be no reason to thank God. God, I love you. I just came here to say, I love you, I'm sponsoring today. So whatever the details are, please see Julie ji. She is coordinates. She is, I tell you, she is an amazing person. She is so accessible and very humble. All of you are, but she is the main coordinator. So if you are feeling of sponsoring a puja, she can give you all the details. And may more of you be blessed to participate in this beautiful temple and the lovely activities that go on here. Hari Om Tat Sat. So let's start the Aarti together. Please let the children and the adults, seniors come first, and then all of you join. Hari Om. गीता का काम दो, आंटी दो, स्वामी जी. जय भगवद गीते माँ, जय भगवद गीते. हरि कमल विहारिणी, हरि कमल विहारिणी, सुंदर सुपुनीते. ओम जय भगवद गीते. कर्म सुमर्म प्रकाशिनी, कामा शक्ति हरा. मैया कामा शक्ति हरा. तत्व ज्ञान विकासिनी, तत्व ज्ञान विकासिनी, विद्या ब्रह्म परा. ओम जय भगवद गीते. ईश्वर भक्ति विदायिनी, निर्मल मलहारी. मैया निर्मल मलहारी. चरण रहस्य प्रदायिनी, चरण रहस्य प्रदायिनी, सब विधि सुखकारी. ओम जय भगवद गीते. राग द्वेष विदारिणी, कारिणी मोद सदा. मैया कारिणी मोद सदा. भव भय हारिणी तारिणी, भव भय हारिणी तारिणी, परमानंद प्रदा. ओम जय भगवद गीते. आसुर भाव विनाशिनी, नाशिनी समरजनी. मैया नाशिनी समरजनी. दैवी सद्गुण दायिनी, दैवी सद्गुण दायिनी, हरि रसिका सजनी. ओम जय भगवद गीते. समता त्याग सिखावनी, हरि मुख की वाणी. मैया हरि मुख की वाणी. सकल शास्त्रों की स्वामिनी, सकल शास्त्रों की स्वामिनी, श्रुतियों की रानी. ओम जय भगवद गीते. दया सुधा बरसावनी, मातु कृपा मातु कृपा की जय। हरि पद प्रेम दान कर, हरि पद प्रेम दान कर, अपनो कर लीजय। ओम जय भगवद गीते, जय भगवद गीते, मैया जय भगवद गीते। हरि कमल विहारिणी, हरि कमल विहारिणी, सुंदर सुपुनीते। ओम जय भगवद गीते, परम सुमन प्रकाशिनी, कामासक्ति हरा, मैया कामासक्ति हरा। तत्व ज्ञान विकासिनी, तत्व ज्ञान विकासिनी, विद्या ब्रह्म परा। ओम जय भगवद गीते, निश्चल भक्ति विदायिनी, निर्मल मलहारी, मैया निर्मल मलहारी। चरण रहस्य प्रदायिनी, चरण रहस्य प्रदायिनी, सब विधि सुखकारी। ओम जय भगवद गीते, राग द्वेष विदारिणी, कारिणी मोद सदा, मैया कारिणी मोद सदा। भव भय हारिणी तारिणी, भव भय हारिणी तारिणी, परमानंद प्रदा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, आसुर भाव विनाशिनी, नाशिनी तम रजनी, मैया नाशिनी तम रजनी। दैवी सद्गुण गायिनी, दैवी सद्गुण गायिनी, हरि रसिका सजनी। ओम जय भगवद गीते, त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियेर्वा, बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात्, करोमि यज्ञ सकलं परस्मै, नारायणायेति समर्पयामि। ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनो भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यं करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। कर चरण कृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा, श्रवण नयनजं वा मानस
दोषं वापराधं हितं विहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व। जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो। जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो। जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो।
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्महविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यम्। ब्रह्म कर्म समाधिनः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राण अपान समायुक्ता पचामन्यं चतुर्विधम्। हरिः ओम तत्सत्। ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु। समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
फ्रूट्स लाएंगे पंडित जी।
शांतिरोषधय शांति वनस्पतयः शांति विश्वे देवा शांति।
वेट करो, वेट उधर कर।
आधा 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 तोड़ के।
ओम शांति जलेन शांति। हरि ओम। Hari Om Tat Sat. Please step forward for getting the blessings and prasadam. Hari Om. Aye.
Do touch Srimad Bhagavad Gita. That's the highest blessing you'll get.
Yes. I'll move it forward.
सुन के
or you
टच
can-
करके blessings लीजिए।
Aye. सबका कल्याण हो, मंगल हो, सब